MJ here, and today I have a fun tutorial that my sister is helping me with, actually pretty much doing the whole thing. As you know, Diesel was diagnosed with autism last month, a month and a half ago. So I was searching on Etsy for fun products to get for Autism Awareness Month, which is in April. And I saw some really fun autism-inspired wreaths, and I knew my sister could come up with a fun idea, so there she is behind me. So she's gonna share with you how she made this autism-inspired wreath so you can make one and hang it on your door for Autism Awareness Month.
Okay, our supplies to make our wreath are going to be our wire frame. We just picked this up at the dollar store for $1. And then puzzle pieces, also from the dollar store. I just painted them ahead of time, are different colors. And then we are using the mesh ribbon here. We did the 5.5 size. And of course, various ribbons. We chose patterns. Go nuts with this. You can use plain colors, whatever. It all looks good. I'm doing zip ties to tie the mesh on because I think they're a lot easier to use. But use your preference. Pipe cleaners a lot of people use, wire, clear string, whichever you prefer. I've got floral wire here to tie the ribbons that I make. And then of course your scissors. And in all, I think our supplies cost us about $40, but there is enough here to make 2 wreaths, so you're coming out to about $20 a wreath. Okay, so the first step, you're gonna take your ribbon on the roll, and I kind of just like, I'm gonna make a loop here, and take a zip tie. And you are going to tie it with your zip tie. And then you can kind of just push these to the back either now or as you go, and then we'll cut them off later. And then you're gonna take your ribbon and go, I kind of pull it, and then I make another loop. It's up to you if you kind of want to go all around the top or the bottom. I like kind of zigzagging back and forth as I go. Okay, so you're just gonna continue on all around the wreath, making your loops, securing your loops all around. You don't have to be perfect. The location doesn't matter. We're just kind of getting in a background, filling it in. Okay, so I've got the background step done. The next step is going to be attaching the 3 colors of mesh. Here, I don't know if you can kind of see it. So what we did is we cut these into about 7-inch sections, and I am using 3 colors, the yellow, red, and light blue, or turquoise. And what I did to do mine, I rolled them actually, so I at a diagonal. So you kind of get the pointed ends. So there's one. And 2. And of course they don't need to be perfect because it's all going to be mashed together and look great when it's all together. You can't really tell the frayed ends and uneven tubes. Okay, so then you're just going to hold them like so, and then take your zip tie and pick any spot on your wreath and attach them. I usually am going to attach most of them, especially in the beginning, to the middle 2 layers here. So the second and third.
I'm going to tell you about this card. You don't know who it's for. You have to find the key. What is this?
I'm just going to tie it on like that. I'll do another one to show you. And it's kind of up to you. I kind of like to work on the whole wreath as I go, if that makes sense. You certainly could just do sections, but I like to place them farther apart and then I can fill in where I want them. Okay, so we just did a single layer of the tulle here. I don't know, whatever these things are called. And next we are going to be putting in some bows, different colored bows throughout the wreath. I will quickly show you how to make one of these. It's very simple. You're just going to take your ribbon, leave, I don't know how many inches that is, like 3 or 4. And you're gonna make a loop and hold it and twist and hold it. You're gonna make another loop and twist and pull out. And then you're just gonna take your little wire piece, put it around the center where you twisted, and you're going to twist that and then cut it off. So then you just have a little bow. I don't know if you can see that. And then, of course, I like to cut the ends just to put the notch in. What's wrong here? Okay, so I just made a bunch of these bows here, and I'm gonna put them in. I've got 3 larger ones and some smaller, and I'm basically just gonna be placing them around the wreath however you want, whatever you think looks the best. And for these, I actually just use the wire that I use to tie the ribbon to place the bow on. You just twist it around the frame. So here we have the ribbon placed on the wreath, just sporadically. And for the next thing, we are going to now go in and just fill in the gaps with more of our mesh ribbon bunches. And I'm gonna do it just a little bit different this time. I'm still going to make my 3 tubes by rolling. Okay, so I'm making the 3, and then with any one of the colors, I'm actually going to take it, if I can, and roll it to make like an actual tube, not diagonal. So it's gonna be a short tube, the 5.5 inches. That makes sense. So it'll look like that. And I'm gonna put that in the middle of my bunch. And zip tie it on wherever you kind of see a gap. So kind of, so it'll look like that.
Yep, very cute.
So I'm gonna do more of those, just placing them around wherever I see holes. And then we will be on to our final step after I get probably about, I don't even know, probably about 10 bunches of those I'm gonna be putting on. All right, so here is our almost finished wreath. We have all of our ribbons on and the mesh ribbons, as you can see. So then you can just go through, adjust, fill in where you need to, add whatever you want if you see some holes. Our last step is just gonna be gluing on some puzzle pieces so we can really get the autism theme across. Okay, so now I'm just hot gluing our puzzle pieces on. I don't really know how many I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start and kind of decide as we go. Here is our finished wreath with all the puzzle pieces. Thanks.
So you guys, I hung it on my front door. I absolutely love it. I love how it turned out. I love the puzzle pieces on it. It makes it perfect, and it's a perfect thing to hang on your front door for Autism Awareness Month. Thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.